and get going. All right. Hi, everybody. This is Kirty Lindgren, and I want to welcome you all tonight to one of our Wellness Wednesday webinars. And as I said, my name's Kirty. You may not know me on this call. I was invited by the amazing Nicole Ronningen and Croy to actually talk to you about a very important topic for all of us, whether for yourself or for someone in your family, in your home, or even friends. This seems to be a water cooler topic, sleep. I see a lot of folks Facebook posts about it as well. So I'm going to go into a lot about, topics that we're going to be talking about on Wellness Wednesday. But tonight, sleep is just hugely important for all of us. I will be covering it tonight, and I'm going to be talking to you about some of the doTERRA products that are designed to help improve your sleep and how to use them also. So I encourage you to share this presentation with others. We are going to have a recorded link for you from the YouTube channel. Nicole and Sarah and I decided this year that we were going to do Wellness Wednesday. I had started it last year, and I was doing it on my own every Wednesday. And we decided this year that we were going to team up. Nicole and Sarah are part of my cross-line group of people in doTERRA that really motivate me, that I love to see, places like convention, or just recently last year I flew to Spokane for an event, and they were both there. I truly love these women, and I've met some incredible people in doTERRA, not just on my team, but in doTERRA in general as well, over these brown bottles. So I encourage you to put Wednesday on your schedule. We actually post the links. They're going to be at different times. Last week it was at 1 p.m. Pacific. Mine's at 6 p.m. tonight. Mine will mostly be at 6 p.m. on Wednesdays. But we have a schedule that Nicole has been posting. So if you're interested in getting that schedule, let us know. All right, as I mentioned, my name is Kirty Lindgren. I am an RN and a doTERRA wellness advocate. I actually was introduced to doTERRA in June of 2012 by my dear friend Christina. She and I were going through a health crisis. I actually had to medically retire from nursing at the hospital. And because of the health effects I was experiencing, my symptoms were numerous, including insomnia, for various reasons that we'll talk about. Things like not just pain, but I was actually having some anxiety that was causing me to wake from sleep, not being able to get to sleep, not being able to stay asleep, and also not being able to get full restful sleep. So I didn't feel restored when I woke up, which is a huge problem. So because of the health effects, I had some damage to my kidneys and my liver and my brain, and I was not able to take over-the-counter medications any longer to help with things like sleep. And so I was introduced to doTERRA, and thank goodness, because I was able to manage my symptoms throughout my journey back to wellness with natural solutions. And for a few of you on the call, you know the exact situation of what happened. You knew me when I was horribly ill, and I've had a few of you say, we're just so glad to have you back. I'm glad to be back too. But getting restorative sleep is so important to get to health and wellness, which we'll continue to talk about here. All right, so what does your wellness lifestyle look like? So Wellness Wednesdays are really going to be based on this wellness triangle. We are going to be talking about topics like eating right, exercise, resting and managing stress, reducing your toxic load, and then informed self-care and proactive medical care. So clearly, we know that there are things genetically that we get where, just naturally, if you're female or male, health issues that you may have that you don't really have control over, things we just get from our family. But there are a lot of things that we can do to actually stay healthy and not get sick, which is super exciting. doTERRA is marrying the idea of integrative medicine. They talked a lot about this year with their healthcare initiatives. They're actually, they broke ground, and I was actually at doTERRA a couple of weekends ago, and they've already got a significant portion of the frame of a building that is going to be an integrative clinic that will marry Western medicine and natural medicine using doTERRA essential oils. So that's super exciting. I like the idea of being able to go to my doctor, and if there's something wrong with me, that I can, maybe like with this lung issue I've been having recently, just cough, that if I felt like, hey, I'm not getting well, I could get a chest x-ray and then have my doctor actually prescribe doTERRA essential oils to me. Super exciting. So our goal on Wellness Wednesdays is to empower you to increase your health and wellness. And we spend a lot of time sharing doTERRA and sharing our stories and our passion about natural solutions with each of you. And so, I have people from my team on here, and I have people that I have invited who haven't yet experienced doTERRA. And what we ask is that whoever invited you to view this webinar, or whoever invited you, live or recorded, that you return back to them to get your questions answered. And the reason we do this is we like to keep everybody together. So dance with the one who brung you, as they say. And again, when I share doTERRA with people, that's love. I'm sharing my love with you, my love of you, and my love of doTERRA. So just know that I would like you to come back to me. All right, so her linens look like towels, I noticed, which don't sound very comfortable. But let's imagine that these linens that she is resting in are just downy soft. Maybe I should say like downy, like as in, fluffy down feathers, and not a commercial product. Take a minute to think about how important sleep is to you. What does your current bedtime routine consist of? Do you have time to unwind before drifting off to sleep? Or do you find yourself collapsing into bed just whenever you can after a busy day? Right? You're like, I'm so exhausted, I just have to get into bed. And can you imagine, how many times do you do that where you're thinking, I am so exhausted, I want to go to bed at 6 o'clock. And then you climb into bed at 9 and your brain is just, as my husband says, I'm too smart to sleep. Blink, 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 where all of a sudden the chattering monkeys want to have a little convention in your frontal lobe. So ideally, what would you like to do right before you go to bed? Some ideas might include meditating, stretching sore muscles, rubbing your feet, talking to loved ones, listening to music, writing in a journal, or setting goals for the coming day. I would even suggest reading a book, but not on your Kindle, not on your smartphone, or not on your tablet. Yes, I'm actually talking about a paper book. Does anyone have those anymore? I have a whole stack next to my bed for that reason. So keep these thoughts in mind as we go through this presentation, and take some notes on how you can improve your sleep and the time leading up to your sleep. All right, and I'll be giving you some suggestions as well. Okay, most people know this. And if you don't, I'm going to give you some scary statistics, but lack of sleep can harm your body. You probably already know that experts recommend that adults get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Are you getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night? And if you tell me, oh, I operate fabulously on 4 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, great, I have some scary statistics for you coming up, okay? You really should be getting 8 hours of sleep. And did you know that 33% of Americans are not getting the recommended amount of sleep per night? And approximately 1 in every 5 adults in the United States experiences occasional sleepiness or difficulty sleeping. 1 in 5, okay? So you're either here because you yourself are experiencing issues with sleep, or someone you love is, and you want to learn more so you can share this information. Depriving your body of sleep has been linked to many health risks and places a tremendous burden on virtually every organ system in your body. And if you follow Nicole, or you follow Sarah, or you follow me, this is the slides that we have up on our Facebook pages and in our Facebook doTERRA group. Side effects from sleep: irritability, cognitive impairment, memory lapses or loss, impaired moral judgment, decreased creativity, increased stress, symptoms similar to ADHD, impaired immune system. Yes, you ever notice that when you feel sick, what do you want to do? You want to sleep more, right? And when you don't get enough sleep, you feel like you're more susceptible to getting a cold or the flu or something like that. Yes, my sleep was decreased. And yes, that's one of the reasons I got sick. I was traveling also on airplanes and you know, kind of sharing the funky air with people. So side effects from sleep, missing sleep also are risk of diabetes type 2, decreased testosterone, increased heart rate variability, risk of heart disease and stroke, increased reaction time, decreased accuracy, tremors, aches, and other growth suppression, risk of obesity, and decreased temperature. So I find it interesting that, you know, there is a Senate report on CIA torture, and that includes sleep deprivation. They classified sleep deprivation for more than 72 hours as an enhanced interrogation technique, okay, where sleep deprivation for less than 72 hours was considered a standard technique. And then in 2004, they actually updated that. So sleep deprivation over 48 hours would now be considered an enhanced interrogation technique. So how many of us are actually torturing ourselves by not getting enough sleep? And we just think it's normal. And it's not okay. It's not normal. It's not good for your health. And it's not good for your relationships. It's not good for, you know, we're focusing a lot on in our teams on self-care, and this is not good self-care when you're not getting enough sleep. So think about that. Okay, so I used to work night shift at the hospital. I loved night shift, but driving home from the hospital, there were times I was working 16-hour shifts, and I was doing like a 12-hour shift back to back. I know for a period of time I worked 6 12s on, 8 days off, okay? And some of those 12s would wind up being 16-hour shifts because some people wouldn't show up, and they'd just say, who can stay, you know, for an extra 4 hours, right? So the National Sleep Foundation, this talks about drowsy driving versus drunk driving and how similar are they. So I would drive home after working a 16-hour shift completely exhausted. I mean, there were some times that I think, oh, wow, did I fall asleep? Because there's a piece of freeway that I don't remember crossing through. So 24 hours of sleep actually mimics a 0.10 blood alcohol concentration. 21 hours without sleep mimics, and we're in Washington State, so the legal limit in Washington State, 0.08 blood alcohol concentration. And 18 hours without sleep equals at 0.05% blood alcohol concentration. So that would mean that if you tell me, oh, I can do really well on 5 hours of sleep a night, yeah, no, you can't. Okay, so because that's 18 hours without sleep, right? So you only got 5 hours of sleep. So that means that at some point you are operating at a blood alcohol, what it mimics a blood alcohol concentration of 0.05%. So just let that sink in, okay? And yes, you will have a copy, you will be able to get a copy of this recording for you and your loved one. Okay, so sleep, what does sleep influence? Okay, again, we talked about lack of adequate sleep affects our ability to lose weight or to maintain a healthy weight. It influences how we feel, learn, and behave. It negatively impacts our cardiovascular health and overall well-being, and it can reduce reaction time and interfere with our ability to drive. Okay, getting adequate sleep is essential to recovering physically and mentally from the demands of daily life. It's the time where we actually file away the day. When you get adequate sleep, that is when you're shuffling things from short-term memory into long-term memory. And that's super important, right? So that you can recall those items. Quality of sleep is vital to how you feel each and every day because it's essential to support your body's natural recuperative and restorative processes. Sure hope you're ready to learn how to get more sleep. This is awesome. All right. So there are hundreds of different recommendations, family recipes, products, and dietary supplements that all claim to help with sleep. However, what can be effective for one person may not help someone at all. I know I've had people recommend different types of herbs and they keep me awake instead of putting me to sleep. What about children that when you give them Benadryl, it wakes them up, it makes them hyper instead of putting them to sleep? So we have a solution, essential oils, that utilizes both historically proven ingredients and the best of modern science. Now, I do want to say, excuse me, there are suggestions that we're going to make that will help a general population of people. And there, you may try that particular suggestion and say, gosh, that didn't really work for me. And so you don't want to just throw the idea of essential oils out. This is why you're working with the doTERRA wellness advocate. We're going to be checking in on you and offering even better suggestions if something doesn't work for you. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite oils, which I call the gateway oil here in a moment. Works for about 98% of the people I suggest it to. The other 2%, we have to play with some recipes. But that, again, is important. When you have been given this video to watch, you're here live on this webinar, go back to the person who sent you, and we'll give you an opportunity actually to be involved in a study. Super excited about this. We'll talk more about that later. But let's talk just real quick about the side effects of prescription medications and some of the over-the-counter medications that you're taking. I had some people chime in on the Facebook pages to say, yep, I'm taking over-the-counter, or I'm taking prescription medications, and they're not working anymore, or I'm experiencing side effects. Now, I could run through many, but I'm going to start with one of the most popular, Ambien. Okay. Now, when I worked as an emergency department nurse at the hospital, we would have people come in who thought they were having a stroke and would get their medication list. And most of the time, it was not a stroke. It was Ambien. So Ambien has horrible side effects: daytime drowsiness, dizziness, weakness, feeling drugged or lightheaded, tired feeling, loss of coordination, stuffy nose, dry mouth, nose and throat irritation, nausea, constipation, diarrhea, upset stomach, and on and on and on. I've heard stories from people who had taken Ambien who sleepwalk and rear the fridge, and they could not understand why they were gaining weight. So they set up a little nanny cam and found out they were just snacking. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so the next question is, what oils should I be using? Okay, studies have shown that essential oils promote emotions and feelings that help contribute to an ideal environment for achieving a good night's rest when used aromatically. I'm going to be talking to you about using them topically as well. So which oils promote these feelings of calmness so important for improving your sleep routine? Well, here's my gateway oil, lavender. And this is what we're going to start many of you on. Like I said, about 98% of the people I offer lavender to relax enough and get calm enough to get an excellent night's sleep. Doesn't that sound amazing? Yes, very much so. Now, I will tell you, when I first started using doTERRA, I had such PTSD to lavender because it was in everything, right? It's in all, toxic candles, toxic Glade plugins. So I have multiple chemical sensitivity. So when I say toxic, I mean seriously toxic to my body. And it's toxic to yours too. It's just that you may not have your respiratory system shut down like mine does, or get skin rashes or migraine headaches from, synthetic chemicals. But there is synthetic lavender that's out there on the market in all kinds of things, from your dryer sheets to your laundry soap to your bath wash to shampoo. I mean, gosh, you name it. And they say calming and soothing. No, for me, it was airway shutdown. So when I first started, when Christina suggested lavender, I was like, oh, no, I'm allergic to lavender. And she said, you're not, but just try it on the bottoms of your toes, away from your face, and believe me, I'm not allergic to lavender. Lavender is amazing, and I just had PTSD to the scent. And actually, when you smell doTERRA lavender, it's like no lavender you've ever smelled before. Imagine running your fingers across a lavender plant. That's what it smells like, that pure lavender that you have in your front yard. Okay, in my front yard. All right. So some of the other essential oils have also been shown to promote deep feelings of relaxation and peace. Things like, I already mentioned lavender, cedarwood, ylang ylang, marjoram, vetiver, sandalwood, Hawaiian sandalwood, regular sandalwood, hoe wood, and Roman chamomile. I'm going to talk to you about serenity. which is the restful blend that doTERRA has put together with all of those oils that I just mentioned. This is a perfect blend to diffuse at bedtime for restful night's sleep. It's great to calm a restless baby or child. I will tell you that I used it over my heart today when I was feeling sadness for my cat. So for those of you that are watching the recording, you didn't hear that story, but you can definitely message me and I'll tell you the story. It's great to reduce feelings of worry and stress. So again, when I mentioned my health effects, like panic attacks, anxiety, things that were, making it so that I wasn't sleeping well, this blend reduced that feeling of anxiety and stress and worry. Okay. So that was a huge bonus for me in helping me get sleep. So the powerful synergy of these oils in this blend creates a perfect escape, with its calming and renewing fragrance. All right, so for those of you that haven't used essential oils before, I'm just going to quickly go over this because we want to make sure you're safe when you're using essential oils. For instance, so doTERRA's essential oils are certified pure therapeutic grade. There are many different grades of essential oils. There's food grade, there's synthetic like perfumes, but certified pure therapeutic grade takes it up a notch, okay? This takes it to the best, most pure level. doTERRA ensures that with a battery of tests that they do in order to actually put this seal of approval and designation on their oils. Some of the oils you're able to take internally because of this. And if you look at the side of a bottle of doTERRA essential oil and it actually has a supplemental facts label on the side of it, that means you can take it internally, right? So you can actually take lavender internally. So it takes a little getting used to. You could put it in water. You could drop it right under your tongue. But that's amazing that you can do that and you get, the systemic effects from that are really positive. The blend Serenity, the actual essential oil blends, you cannot take internally. So it does not have a supplemental facts barcode, table on the side of it. So the oils will tell you on the side whether you can take them internally. So we can diffuse essential oils. So these are a few of doTERRA's diffusers that you can purchase through doTERRA. There are diffusers that are available online through places like Amazon.com, Aroma Tools, Oil Life. When you're purchasing them through Amazon.com or you're going through Costco, sometimes they come with oils. These oils actually, in some cases, have been shown to be synthetic, and so just as toxic as lighting a candle in your bedroom. So we do recommend only diffusing doTERRA essential oils because they actually give you the health benefits because they are pure. They have no fillers. They have not been harvested using toxic chemicals like herbicides and pesticides. And they are tested for their purity all the way through to the final process again to get that certified pure therapeutic grade seal of approval. So the diffuser on the left is the Aroma Light diffuser. It runs 8 hours, 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. And this is the one that my husband and I use in the bedroom at night. And we fill it with all kinds of great oils to support our immune system, healthy cellular structure, and function, as well as support great sleep. So you can diffuse things like Serenity and lavender in your bedroom to promote relaxation and decrease feelings of stress. Again, if you don't own a diffuser, you can pick them up on Amazon for a low price, or you can get into your wholesale account through doTERRA and you can order them. They're great price. So a lot of people like to take a bath before going to bed or take a shower. You can actually put a few drops of lavender or Serenity with some Epsom salts into a warm bath for a peaceful, renewing experience. Lavender is also great just for soothing skin and also great for decreasing pain. So this is an excellent oil to take a bath in. All right, you can put them on the bottoms of your feet. I like to mix the oils with a little bit of coconut oil so that I get good coverage on both feet. 1 drop is a dose, so I'll usually use 1 drop on the bottoms of each feet. You can create a little mister with just a little spray bottle and you can spray it onto your pillows and sheets. I love this idea, putting it on the oils in a heating pad or a wrap. So it brings that warming aroma up to your nose, so you're getting the aromatic effects of it. We just talked about topical, we've talked about aromatic, but this is another way to get the aromatic effects of it. And massage. So we love a massage right before bed with some essential oils. That would be great. I think I need to talk to my husband. It'd be fantastic. All right. So I want to talk to you about sharing some oils with you. So if you have not used doTERRA essential oils, we actually are going to be doing a sleep study. So it means we're going to be asking you some questions about the quality of your sleep before you start the study. We're going to offer you some oils and some tips on how to use the oils. We're going to be checking in with you every couple of days to see how it's going and making suggestions on other ways to apply them or other oils that you can use to support healthy sleep. So you can take a screenshot of us. We recommend that you start with lavender. You apply 1 to 2 drops of lavender to the bottoms of your toes 30 minutes before bedtime. Now, why bottoms of the toes? Well, guess what? In reflexology, the bottoms of the toes are linked to the head and the brain. So let's send them that way. And believe me, this works. This works. Whether it's with lavender or other oils, I suggest this works for everyone. Okay? When people ask me, they say, oh, sleep. Oh, apply them to the bottom of your toes. Okay? So bottoms of the toes are linked to the head and brain and reflexology. Just said that. For at least 1 week while you're doing this challenge, we want you to really avoid drinking alcohol. Alcohol may help you fall asleep faster, but it causes a poor quality of sleep, leaving you feeling more tired in the morning. If you drink way too much, it leaves you feeling hungover. But mostly, even if you have 1 to 2, servings before going to bed, you do get poor quality of sleep. Stop using electronic devices at least 1 hour before bedtime. Okay? This is a tough one for people. Everybody's reading their smartphones, on their computers or tablets, Kindles, and TV. Read a paper book, meditate, or journal. This just for the study. I want you to see how the compounding effects of some of these things actually help you get better sleep. Okay? And I've been doing this study with people for the last year, and people didn't know that electronic devices were actually keeping their brains awake, even though their body felt tired. Apply 1 to 2 drops of more lavender to the bottoms of your toes, again, right after you get into bed. So just put the little vial next to your bed, on your bedside table, and apply again. Then I have some people, they tell me, I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I get back in bed, and boom, I'm wide awake. Apply on the bottoms of your toes again. Trust me. All right. So when we call you to check in, we want you to tell us what you notice about your sleep with the lavender versus without. As I said, we're going to be checking in on you. If you find that lavender isn't strong enough, your doTERRA Wellness Advocate will make further suggestions. This is why it's so important to work with your personal doTERRA Wellness Advocate. Because if you don't, right, what are you going to say? Oh, essential oils don't work. Not true. They work. They are super powerful. All right. So this is my husband's favorite. These are the Serenity capsules. And this is a product that doTERRA has created that harnesses the relaxing power of essential oils in a convenient, ingestible form. Kirty, you just told me I can't take Serenity internally. Okay, so this is a little bit different. This is a complex that they have designed to be taken internally. So it's a unique combination of lavender essential oil, which can be taken internally, natural plant extracts, and a vegetarian soft gel, and they help you get refreshing sleep without leaving you feel groggy and sleepy the next day. Doesn't that sound fabulous? Okay. So this combines well-researched, relaxing benefits of lavender essential oil and L-theanine, along with lemon balm, passion flower, and chamomile to gently produce relaxation and sleep. My husband loves these. So again, take them 30 to 60 minutes, 2 capsules, 30 to 60 minutes before you plan on crawling into bed. Sometimes you don't last that long. Just a warning. Great sleep. So most doTERRA enthusiasts already know, we've talked about this in an earlier slide, lavender essential oil has a long history of traditional use and is often used internally to encourage restful sleep, calm the nervous system, and help reduce stress. Clinical and experimental research supports that ingested lavender essential oil is calming to the nervous system and promotes healthy relaxation and sleep. And if you want more of the research, go to doTERRA.com and click on the science blog. You will find all this amazing research. I could geek out on you, but it's late and I don't want to do that to you. So L-theanine, potato, delivers the relaxing benefits to gently promote relaxation and sleep. It's a non-protein amino acid found in green tea and has been studied for its calming effects on the nervous system. Get more information at doTERRA. Okay, so it is structurally similar to the neurotransmitters glutamate and gamma amino butyric acid, GABA. Let's just say GABA, okay? Both of which are associated with improved mood, calmness, and relaxation. So you thought because I'm a nurse that I have to pronounce all this stuff correctly. I don't, and you've got to give me a pass, okay? So it has the unique ability to promote relaxation without causing drowsiness. Studies show that such pre-sleep relaxation is very effective at supporting a restful night's sleep. And I will tell you, in our household, I know when the bottle's empty. I get told. So Serenity Restful Complex relieves occasional sleepiness, promotes relaxation and sleep, helps you achieve refreshing sleep, helps you with ease of falling asleep, encourages restful sleep, calms the nervous system, and helps reduce stress. I would ask you to raise your hand if that sounds amazing, but I can't see you. So definitely let me know if that sounds amazing. So these two together are incredibly important. Again, we're going to start you out on lavender. And if we need something stronger for you, we're going to move up. But I will tell you that these two together are super, super powerful for all of the reasons that I've mentioned. Scientifically proven to help relax the body, reduce stress and anxiety, and promote restful sleep. Okay? Amazing. Okay, so now what? Well, someone invited you here to try doTERRA essential oils. Okay, so we are looking, each of us, whether you're on my team, if you're here on my team, you are looking for 10 people. I'm looking for 10 people. And Nicole and Sarah each looking for 10 people who would say that their number one or number two health and wellness issue is not getting enough restorative sleep and have not yet tried doTERRA essential oils. Okay, so why are we targeting people who have not yet tried doTERRA essential oils? Because seriously, if we can get people to get a good night's sleep, people are hooked. Again, I've been trying this for the last year, and people say, I have slept so well. What else can you help me with? Can you help me with improving my mood? Can you help me with energy? Can you help me with my digestive issues? Can you help me with pain? Okay? So we love sharing these oils, and we want everybody to understand the benefits. But seriously, if I can get people to sleep, hooked. Okay? So we actually are going to be sending out a free sample of doTERRA essential oils to you and asking you for feedback after trying the samples for 1 week. Sleep is vital to your health. If you don't walk away from with anything else from this webinar, except sleep is vital to your health and enjoyment of life. And I want to help you enjoy every bit of it. Nicole and Sarah want you to enjoy every bit of it. My team of people who are on here who are sharing this video with you want you to enjoy every bit of it. Okay? So to be included, send a text or Facebook message to the person who invited you to this webinar or sent you the recorded link. All right. Now, a few of you are on this call and saying, wait a second, I already have an account. I'm already getting the benefits of the oils, and I didn't know that I wasn't sleeping well till tonight and that it causes health issues. So if you already are using doTERRA essential oils on our team, share this sleep study with 10 of your friends. Okay? And please reach out to us. We will help you with the specifics. Use your oils to do the sleep study with us and share your results with this group. And next week, on the 24th, on Wednesday, we will post it. I don't know the time yet. We are going to be having a second, part 2, Wellness Wednesday on sleep. Okay? So I appreciate all of you joining us here tonight. Again, my name is Kirty Lindgren. This has been recorded, and this will be available for you to watch again and to share with your friends and family. We are so excited to be sharing doTERRA with you and to have you as part of our study group. We just are over the moon excited. I hope you have an excellent night. I am going to stop the recording, so if people have questions, we can go ahead and take questions. Just give me a moment.